Hey guys, so I'm so excited to show you the 48 pan watercolor set from Gallo. This is an Italian-based company and they are honey-based watercolors. I've never used honey-based before. The only professional watercolors that I have used are Daniel Smith, and I do love them, but I was eyeballing these paints forever, and my husband asked me what I wanted for Mother's Day, and I told him I wanted a set from Gallo, and he just picked the perfect set for me. I mean, he knew this is the one I wanted because I had been talking about it for so long, but I've been going back and forth between this set and the natural set, and I'm so glad I got this set because it has a healthy mix of natural colors as well as super vibrant colors. So it comes with this really pretty dust bag as well as an additional lab sample. So this is bronze. Bronze is not included in the 48 set, so that's why they included it here as the sample. And it does have 2 cards for information. One's just like a welcome card, and then another tells a little bit more about the brand itself. From what I was looking at online, reviews were great for this company, but it did seem historically there was limited releases, so you would have to wait, maybe subscribe to their email list to get notified when they would relaunch. After looking for a few months at their paints, I didn't see that as a problem. It seemed like they always had stock. They did have a 20% off coupon come to my email, so we used that to get these paints and we saved a ton of money. And this is their staple tin with their sticker on top, as well as a beautiful wrapping and cardstock. They included a Arches cold press watercolor swatch card with all of the names of the paints already on them, which was awesome, as well as a size 0 Tintoretto mop brush. So I did pick up earlier in the day a size 2 Da Vinci mop brush, and I've never used a mop brush before, but I think they might be one of my new favorites. The way they glide on the paper is just so beautiful. And I did use the Tintoretto to swatch the colors, and I find that I like the size 2 a little better, but the size 0 is a lot finer, so pick your poison there. I did have some struggle, I guess you could say, trying to get the wrappers off these paints because I really wanted to preserve them. So these wrappers are hand swatched watercolors, true to color from what you see on the pan to what you see in this swatch here, but they also include the pigment information, so I really wanted to save that for future reference. And as I was going through, these truly did look like candies. I mean, even the wrappers look like candy. So I currently have them in a bowl in my living room because I don't know what to do with them yet. But my husband went and reached in and he thought they were some sort of candy, and he was a little disappointed when he found out it was just watercolor wrapper. I started with the lemon yellow. So this is a lemon yellow permanent PY 184, and it's on the cooler side. It's very, very pretty. And next to it is royal yellow PY 154, just a little bit warmer. And then the Azo yellow gold coming up is PY 151, PY 43, which is very close to the lemon yellow, just a little bit warmer. So you can see like the lemon yellow, the first one, and this one look very similar. They look like that in person as well. It's just a tad bit darker. And then Indian yellow, PY 110, PY 154 is leaning more on an orange shade, more closer to like a yellow ochre, very gorgeous. Arancion is more orange, PY 83, PV 19, PR 101. And then my son did want to be picked up. So from swatching here on out, I am holding my son if it's a little bit wonky. But this is Hokkaido orange, and then we move on to vermilion red, PR 255. Just look how pretty that red is. And then the Medici red, PR 168. This is my first Medici red, so also another gorgeous color. A little more on the orange side, I believe. And then the scarlet red, PR 254, is very pretty, as well as permanent carmine, PV 19. And then the alizarin crimson hue is very good light fastness, and so is the Medici red, but all the other ones I've talked about have been excellent so far. And quinacridone magenta is a staple, so that's PR202. Potter's Pink I was so excited for because I don't have this in a watercolor, but I do have this in acrylics, PR233. And then Ruby Red, PR264. This Mineral Violet PV16 is my first Mineral Violet as well, and it's stunning. Quinacridone Violet PV55 is also very, very pretty. Very deep, very rich. Dioxazine Violet PV37. Apologies in advance for my pronunciation. It's going to be terrible throughout this entire video. I probably should have looked some of these words up. Up next we have Naturno Indathrone Blue PB60, as well as Ultramarine Blue Dark. Of course, Ultramarine Blue Dark is a staple, but next to that you have Lapis Lazuli, which you do have to work quite a bit to get some pigment out, but it's so beautiful and I'm very excited to have this in my collection. Yinmin Blue, when I was doing my research, was something a lot of people were very excited for when A Gallo released the Yinmin Blue sets. So it was cool that it came in this set as well. That's PB86. Transparent Cerulean and Cerulean Hue, as well as this Copper Blue. This is probably one of my favorite colors from the set. Potter's Pink and Copper Blue and Teal Blue are just like three of the most beautiful colors I've ever seen. Zirconium Blue is also gorgeous, a very pretty sky blue. Aquamarine is stunning. Harbor Blue is so pretty as well. After the Harbor Blue is Viridian Hue. And then we have Spring Green, PG7, PY184, and PB29, as well as Fig Green, PY151, PG17, and insert the cutest little baby hands here. So my son wanted to paint, apparently, of course, a little artist in the making, but he's just so cute. I'm so obsessed with him. And then moving forward, we have Green Gold, Sap Green, as well as Chromium Oxide Green, PG17, and then Olive Green Deep at the very end of this row. Then we have Buff Titanium. This is my first Buff Titanium in watercolor, so I was really excited to have this added to the collection. After Buff Titanium, we have Italian Gold Ochre, PY43, Quinacridone Gold, PY150, PR101, PV19, Raw Sienna, PY43, as well as Transparent Red Oxide, PR101, Ercolano Red, PR102, PR101, Morellone, PR101, Burnt Umber Cypress, PBR8, Burnt Umber Dark, PBR7, Payne's Gray, Ivory Black, and Slate Gray. I'm going to stop talking for a bit and let you guys enjoy some of these color mixes. I did paint the cutest little chicken coop with the cutest little chickens with this set of paints, and I am so excited to be doing more paintings with a Gallo, as well as continuing with my Daniel Smith paints, because I like to keep my paints under rotation. You know, you spend all this money on paints. I don't want to get hooked on one, but I am so grateful to my husband for this gift set. He is so wonderful, and I'm so excited that I get to play with these and that I have these in my collection. Overall, if you have the money, I would recommend the Splurge, but they do have a smaller set, so if you don't want to go for the 48 set right off the bat. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.